Hey, welcome, Black Fox. Good to see you. All right. I actually have some pose references that I'm going to use tonight, so super fun. Where is the... Yes, there we are. Just getting my images. Getting my reference material on. Getting that stuff I need to do this crap with this. Ooh, I need one more canvas. That's right. We got 4 different things I'm looking at working on tonight. None of them are the comic, which is probably going to be to my detriment, but that's okay. I just want to get back into streaming. Unfortunately, it's just been so long, so all of my settings and everything were crap. I'm just going to have to sit down and fix it all at some point. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious me. How are you doing, Black Fox? There's your little serval. I love this pose. This is a very classic Logan pose, I feel, from like X-Men. So wanted to play with that. And of course, I mean, why wouldn't I? Alright, let's see. I think just sticking with the fuzzy stuff first. Let's crop this a bit. Oh, you're not a raster image. That's why I can't do anything with you. There we go. Where are you? Select the thing I want you to select. There we go. Zoop. Actually, I don't think I put it out on... I don't think I put it out on Blue Sky or the tweets that I... Dear the internet, I'm streaming Love Zib. Not watch, Twitch. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like kind of like a snotty character. A noble type hearing good gossip. Yeah, I think I could see that. Let's get out the old pencil. Yep. very rounded off face, don't they? They're kind of almost square to an extent. Kind of a rounded square. Ooh, that nose though. Look at that nose. My goodness. What a honker. Might actually bring that nose down a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit more feeling. Yeah, let's get that. Just a sketch, Zib. Just a sketch. Eyes could stand to be slightly larger. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Nothing says cat like big ol' eyes. There we go. Just because I am me, let's give her some cheeky. Doesn't look like servals have a lot of cheeky, but we're going to give her some cheeky because she needs cheekies. How else is she supposed to smile? That's a great question, Zib. We're asking the tough questions here. Flat chested, eh? I don't know. Don't know. I almost see her as turning around, like hearing some really juicy gossip. Something like that. Be flexible with boobs. We shall see where the sketch takes us. I like this pose, actually. Ears are too far apart. Let's fix that. They're not round enough. If nothing else can be round in this picture, then at least the ears will be. It's all good. Gray's got stuff going on. He knows what we're streaming tonight. It's all good. And I haven't streamed in like 8,000 years, so him not being aware of the stream, completely understandable. Why are you not? Oh, you're... I'm on the guide layer. There we go. And anything. There we go. Now we're getting some erasing done. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's just life has gotten very, very busy. And I don't feel it is good to take away too much time since I do have that baby puppy. That sweetie pumpkin. Should have named him Sweetie Pumpkin. So every time I got upset at him, I'd be like, Sweetie Pumpkin? People would be like, oh, he has the cute nickname for his dog. You know what? I'm gonna change that. He's a needy, busy bee. He's my little busy guy. He's super sweet, though. He's just the sweetest. He's just got a couple of rough edges that need to be smoothed out, and we are gonna do that with some training. I think that will help him quite a bit. Get him over this hump and kind of get him back to where he needs to be. He hasn't really destroyed much. I have him in a field of containment that we had gotten for our previous dog. And it's worked very well. I think he got an oven mitt. Yeah, I think he got an oven mitt. That's about it. So yeah, he hasn't really destroyed a whole lot. You know, knock on wood. I'm gonna push this arm a little bit forward. Those eyes. Yes, the snow has finally melted. I'm grateful that it's finally spring. God, I hate winter. There we go. Yeah, I like this because it looks like she's picking up some juicy gossip. There's a council chamber meeting that she has walked by. And someone has carelessly left a door ajar. Hey, Yelly writes. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Gossip Kitty. We have decided on doing a little serval. And that's what I'm gonna do. How are you doing this evening? Morning, afternoon, wherever it is. I'm gonna drop another sketch layer on top, as is my wont. Help refine the sketch a little bit. I'm also going to draw on that layer so it's not all blended out. Shape those eyes a little bit better. is one thing about cats. They are the slinkiest. Oh no! You fell asleep early. Oh well, you know what? A 4-hour nap sounds amazing. I would have absolutely adored a 4-hour nap. What are you gonna do all night? If you got all this energy, you got all this get up and go. What are you gonna do? Play some video games? Write the next great American novel? Make cookies? Oh God, I should make cookies. I have cookie stuff for oatmeal scotchies. Ooh, they sound good. They always sound good. Okay, that's a little better. I think any time that I have accidentally taken a nap, it has usually been a good thing, unless I was late for work or something, but accidental naps are still good naps. Well, it is just after... Oh, sweet! Hey, that's awesome! No, that's great. Awesome that you're a writer. That's really cool. I actually have wanted to get into more writing myself. Been kind of stuck. Not stuck. I've been kind of working on the comic for so long that I am trying to teach myself to write again. Comic writing and novel writing are a little bit different, so I'm fighting that, but I wish you the best of luck. That's awesome. I'm glad you got some ideas from your nap, though. That's awesome. My dreams are either absolutely nothing or just absolutely horrendous. I think she might be both. I think she might be a noble who is also a little bit of a spy, a little bit of an eavesdropper. Oh, I'm liking her. So slinky. That ear should be a little bit more poised. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to poise the ear a little bit more so it looks like she's actively listening at least with one ear. Because as we all know, felines have that incredible range of motion with their ears. One eyebrow up, of course. Okay. You dreamt of a girl who was a descendant from angels and could communicate with the dead. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Gosh, wasn't there a... I could swear... Oh, like Asimar from D&D. Kind of descended from angels. But that's cool. That's a very interesting premise. Do you prefer writing in fantasy? I have lost my pencil. There it is. Oh, that's the worst part of that particular track is that they took out the little boop at the end of Bone Trestle. Oh, and because it's me, I really should add a little thing. There we go. Cheeky lady. Oh, when you're sleeping, the side effects is that you don't dream anymore. Ugh, that sucks, Black Box. Have you tried doing any kind of like, not subliminal? I don't remember what the term is, but it's like affirmations and such. I know there's one that kind of helps, or not one, but I'm sure there's a few that kind of help with dreaming.
The pencil is down. I repeat, the pencil is down.
Oh, yay! Yeah, fantasy is a very comfortable genre sometimes. And I'm glad that there are more romance writers out there. Absolutely. I've been working on that. Hey! Hey, Gary. Gary Fox Guardian. He is Gary. He protects foxes. Gary. Welcome, Greg. Good to see you. Allie was telling us about their story that they're writing, and fantasy is their comfort zone, and romance, which I am no stranger to romance. I mean, have you read Trapfinders? It's practically a Harlequin novel. That's a good question. Allie, what do you think of Harlequin romance novels? Please tell me they're an inspiration. They don't have to be. That's okay. I just remember a friend of mine having a whole bookshelf of Harlequin novels, and good gracious, they were written in such a way that you could read them in any voice, and they were just hysterical. Of course, we were much younger at that time. Very mature. There he is. I am very much enjoying this Serval Lady. This was a fine idea. Can't remember who suggested it. Probably me. Definitely wasn't Black Box. No way. Not in any way. Allie sounds like they enjoy the more subtle romance, but I'm not sure. Allie, what do you think? What kind of romance do you like to do? I mean, everyone loves a good slash fiction, but it takes some real panache to write romance scenes. Or I should say, romance scenes that people can relate to. It's a very challenging form of writing. So I'm just automatically impressed by anybody who writes fantasy and romance. Those are two very intricately woven story types. Yeah, there's a lot of bots, unfortunately, but oh well. I have bots enjoying my show. Enjoy my drawing, bots. Behold, a serval girl. Oh, and she's some kind of spy, too. A little sassy spy noble. Oh, here's a writing exercise for you, Allie. What is she hearing? Could it be a council meeting? Could it be a tryst of some kind? Or perhaps she's hearing the last gasps of the Emperor as he's suffocated in his sleep. Who knows what she is hearing right now? What I do know is that she is probably not a noble spy who is naked all the time, so I'm going to have to alleviate her of her nakedness. Not that I actually want to, but... All right. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and drop her opacity a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put in another layer. And we're going to change the color on this so I can differentiate it between that and the other one. This is typically how I do most character drawing, is I usually will draw the nude form first, and I'll draw clothes on top. It's very difficult for me to draw clothes like in line. I actually have to draw them separately. So, plunging neckline, of course. She looks like she's from an arid climate, so I wouldn't say very heavy clothing. In fact, probably lighter. Definitely necklaces. Definitely necklaces. Maybe even those neck rings. Oh, the neck rings. Yes. Yes, we're doing neck rings on this girl. She's going to look awesome. And if she's got neck rings, then she is going to have some earrings, some piercings in general. Buzzing. Do 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 da. By the way, Allie, I don't mean to pick on you. Oh, you take your inspiration more from paranormal romance. That's awesome. That is a really cool. It's a really cool subgenre. So I hope you're having fun with it. I hope you're just really enjoying writing it, because it sounds like it's a lot of fun, and I just hope you have fun with it. So that's Zib's Writing Talk 101. There we go. Ooh, I'm kind of liking this girl. Oh, this is cool. Ooh, and of course Shala's theme comes up, and it's like so mystical and magical. So she has some type of little top here, but I want to make sure these are rings. I can't forget that those are rings and not a collar. And as a breezy kind of thing. Well, first off, bangles. Little, definitely some bracelets. Might be one of those things where she is completely wearing like all kinds of jewelry and piercings and stuff. And then, but she's still silent as the moon in the black sea of the sky. Rings, of course, rings. Many rings. Her tail, very serpentine, as most tails are felines. Is that in the right spot? Biology says no. Black Fox. She's listening to corrupt politicians talking about what other infrastructure they can shave a large portion of the town gold with. We can't have public use camels. It's too expensive. I say we just screw everybody. You're not even a councilman here. You're a janitor. Meh, I have opinions about things. Meh. It's the council meeting. Oh, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I get excited when these work. I like how her tail curls up around her, near her back. Like that, almost like a little question mark. Like, what is she hearing? Who is she spying on? All right. For some reason, she gives you royal spy for the opposing kingdom vibes. She's overhearing juicy gossip about the prince and his conquests, that she's supposed to woo and overthrow the government. Not sure that makes sense. That's interesting. Yeah. Black Fox, don't get ahead of me. There will be rings on that tail. Trust me. Just refining the tail. There we go. Okay. Do. Yes, here she is. Here she is mid-woo. And she is taking in all the juicy gossip, all the state secrets she can find. The biggest state secret being that the prince is not very good at princing. If you know what I mean. Did I select something? Yes, I did. That's why nothing is happening. There we go.
corridors, Paula stalks the hallways in search of her mark, a gift. One to bind the royal families together to finalize their alliance and spell the beginning of the end for her homeland. Long has she searched these halls for something of great value, but all this jewelry, these heirlooms, they seem so banal, so simple for such a union.
So more altruistic then, not the sneaky taking down the opposing kingdom vibes. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the belly definitely has to be open because I'm just that awful. But she'll definitely have. Woo! Something happened. What was that? There was a noise. There's like a. Somebody. Oh God! I wonder if that's one of my follows. I bet. I probably set something up a million years ago. Of course. Well, thank you for following, Allie. I appreciate it. I am trying to get back into streaming, as my other fellows know. I recently adopted a very young German Shepherd puppy. We are kind of the opinion that he is part Belgian Malinois, possibly. So it's kind of like taking a can of Red Bull and shaking it into a monster and then calling it a dog. Very energetic. So he wipes me out, keeps me from streaming a lot. So I am trying to get back into that. But I appreciate you following, and I will do my best to stream more because I'm having a really good time with you guys. That's not how fabric works. You think I'd know how fabric works by this point. How rare is a follow when I'm just like, what was that noise? Oh, somebody followed.
But Lum, surely you can't be certain that this will work, said a stately male from one of the rooms. You know what they will do to you. I still think this tail needs to come up a little bit. And you know what? Servals don't have very long tails. So let's bring that down a little bit. Doot. Voop.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to make sure this looks like it's coming out of her spine as opposed to coming out of, like, her butt. So, a common problem with tails. There we go. That's better. It's cuter, too. It's a cute little tail. So. Oh, because I like pushing the envelope on these. She'll have the split. There we go. I actually kind of like this outfit a lot. That's pretty cool. A little bit of potion to keep going. With the mini player the way it is, and my background being gone, it kind of looks like I have the most boring Deltarune wallpaper of all time. Okay, so I'm going to have her in a kind of a breezy... Better than a loincloth, but definitely not pants. So it's going to split very high up on the thigh. Gotta have it high on the thigh. A knife of some kind hidden under, maybe in a fan. Ooh, or a garter. Oh, heck yeah. It's basically a split skirt. Here's the side fasten. There we go. Oh, heck yeah.
I know the risks, and in doing this, they have to accept one of two things. That the world is changing, or that they are the monsters they sought to destroy. Replied a female with an extremely husky voice from the same room. Serval's ears perk up at the introduction of the second voice. I see, thinks the feline as she silently leans in to listen. Very nice. Painting a picture. Very nice, Gray. So maybe we have... a slim stiletto. Disguised as mere decoration. Or maybe not. It makes the thigh kind of busy. She might just have a dagger in one of her paws. Ooh, up here. Like she's considering. Yeah. Like she's thinking about it. Yeah, the leg bracelet is a good idea, but the thing is, it's... Here it's not a bad idea, because one of the main focal draws is the thigh. Obviously, the bare thigh is, like, right there. It draws the eye, it draws attention, so having a knife, like, right here would be good. It just makes this area kind of busy, so either I have to really split this skirt to the point where she can't really walk around outside because of stiff breeze and everyone's getting a show. There we go. But it does make it more appealing. Get that curve in there. I think we'll avoid doing the digitigrade. That doesn't... not really necessary. Let's see where that takes us. Because I like where this is going. I like how this is shaping up. Also, whapam, she's nude again. Whapam. Okay. Yeah. Gosh, I'm liking this. And her shoulder should be a little more prominent because her shoulder is not covered by anything. It's a bare shoulder. And why I haven't added an armband, I have no idea. Let's fix that right now. There we go. It's kind of thick. Why don't we try doing a couple of small ones? There we are. Ooh, I like that. Knife has a slight curve in it. Kind of like a crease. Okay. I quite like this. Let's toss up a frickin' vector layer and start making some lineage here. Let's start with that face, that sleek circle face. Not as sleek. I mean, kind of made her face is a little chubbly, but that's okay. It's got character. Definitely looks like she is not unaccustomed to this life. All right. Cheeky to be less cheeky. There we go. Little chin. There we go. Bottom lip there. Oh, no, that's right. We're going to have her mouth open slightly. She's hearing something juicy. We get it, Black Fox. You have a type. Oh, jeez.
You know, Allie, I have to ask, how did you stumble on the stream? Do you know someone from the stream, or do you follow us on the tweets or the Bluesk? Inquiring Kobold minds want to know. But if you're knee-deep in exposition, then I wouldn't expect you to answer. Rings and things. Hey, Zeb, why don't you zoom in when you draw? That's a great idea, Zeb. Let's do that. Circle heads kind of have a little bit of a point to them. So adjust that angle here a little bit to make it so she has a little bit. Not too. We don't need a cone head here. We just want to adjust that slightly. Oh, I miss my kitty. Also, for some really odd reason, reminds you of a pirate. Oh, jewelry adorned and looking to get info on the kingdom, ruthless with her knife and not afraid to use it on any man who dares get in her way. She does have that, that kind of, oh, what is it? Oh, like, oh, look at this exotic girl. She must work for the pirates, and she's like the first mate or the bosun or the captain. I could see her being a captain, being a very, very saucy captain ashore to get information. This character is the first 5 minutes of Cutthroat Island. One of the worst pirate movies ever made. I won't say it's the worst. It's definitely not Pirates 3. Pirates of the Caribbean 3 was not my favorite. The one immediately following Pirates of the Caribbean 3, though, was really good. Jeffrey Rush was back in it, and it was hilarious. Gives you captain vibes. She kind of... Her going ashore clothes are very different from her captain clothes. Everyone who's been on her ship for long enough is like, captain's going ashore, it looks like. The new guy's just like, oh, man, it's just oof. They're like, no, don't get any ideas. Oh, that's awesome. You just stumbled across this on the art section. Oh, wow. The stream should be art. I've set it to art, I think, 3 times. And according to my setting here, it is on art. So, Black Fox, you are living in the past, my friend. You are living in the past. We're so 2008, and you are so 2008. I guess that's what I'm trying to say in so many words. Okay. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. Glad it changed for you. Okay, let's get these eyes. I love eyes, but they are very particular. Also. Woo! Another follow. I really got to change that. We're going to get these eyes. Don't you worry. We will get them. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, I did play Popful Mail 2 months ago. Yeah, there's something I'm not getting. Of course, she has little wingies. Just like my Tav in Baldur's Gate 3. Romanceable Kobold party member when, Lyrian? Na, 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 na. No, we were good before. There we go.
Lanny, you have to leave. Take your entourage and go. You must save face. No, Darren. You want to save face. I grew up knowing that all we have worked toward will erase an entire people. Interesting. The Doe Duchess and the Lupine Lord. The feline winces. Long have both houses been at odds, but their mutual hatred for the felines has been the only thing holding them together.
Sounds like she's gonna have to seduce her deer. Get him! Get him, Cap! Get him, Captain! Seduce that deer!
I could do that if you guys would shut up. Oh, right, sorry.
I also don't know why her crewman was Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball, but
he was.
Let's see. Instead of these sassy eyelids, I wonder if... Yeah. That's not the way wings work. There we go. I will give her spots. I'm going to do that last and on its own layer. Spots are very, like, especially, like, feline spots. They have to contour with the body or else they don't work. Otherwise, then they just look like a pattern, like a repeating background. So yeah, I will add spots. I'll add some markings as well to her face. But I'll do that last, I think. I think serval rosettes are solid. Yes, they are. And they got a little, look at that, you got the little road on his back. Little serval highway. I like that.
Yep. Excuse me. What'd you say?
Oh, servals are so cute.
I heard that.
Yeah, that leading arm in the front, I can probably make that a bracer. Adorabold! What's the speed limit on Serval Highway? I believe the speed limit is... You don't want to go any higher than that. If you go... Then you're probably going to get pulled over. Welcome to the chat! Good to see ya! How goes your day, Adorabold? Yeah, it's nice to have people here in the chat. This way, it makes it look like I'm not too crazy, because I'm talking to people and not just the computer. He was still just talking to the computer. Surprisingly busy. Well, you know what? Surprisingly busy as well. So I am in the same club with you. This club sucks. We need a better club. The surprisingly busy club is not my favorite club. Predictably busy is a little bit better. Yes. Yeah. I mean, Allie just got a 4-hour nap. We need a nap club. I think nap club is... First rule about nap club is nobody... Yes. Okay, yes. We're all of the same mind here. I appreciate that. Ooh, this last one, we're going to make sure the fabric of her vest. If you can call this a vest, really. Oops. No, don't do the thing I don't want you to do. Do the thing I want you to do. Oh, yeah, we are all here for 4-hour nap club. You get a good lunch in you, and then you hit a beanbag chair in a sunbeam. Perfect. Perfect nap club meeting. You don't even have to be a cat to enjoy a beanbag chair in a sunbeam. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let me... God, this looks like a magic eye from the 90s. Do you see the Serval assassin? Cross your eyes. There we go. Bruh. Polymorph's a hell of a potion. That's all I can say. I could have a nice lunch as a Serval. Okay, let's not make this look like bread dough. These rings. I'm going to redo a couple of these rings because they are... It looks like somebody wrapped her neck in pretzel dough. That's the problem. Now I see. Bread necklace. It's like a candy necklace, but just carbs. Come on down to Crazy Dave's Bakery and Jewelry Emporium. Free edible necklaces for the kids. All the every carb. Every carb is sacred. No, you silly bastard. Allie, I have to ask. I have to pick on you because you said it was okay, and we have that in writing. I'm going to put a clip of it up so everyone knows. But paranormal romance. Favorite pairing of classic paranormal creatures, ready, go. Me, Ghost. Gotta be Ghost. And anything. Ghost and anything. You're so thankful for the restaurants that have free appetizer bread. Oh my God, yes. Anybody that has breadsticks and the word unlimited next to them, instant extra star. Instant extra Michelin star right there. I don't know what's in this potion, but I am in a great mood. Na, 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 na. There we go. And yes. Yes. Cheesy breadsticks. Yes. There is a first and foremost, I love this song. I love Toby Fox's original. But it's called A Cyber's World, I believe. Cloud Jumper did an excellent orchestral remix to it. And it's just really, really good, like very somewhat inspiring music. I don't know how else to describe it, but it just kind of like it makes you feel like you're watching somebody build something. There we go.
For these two to be cavorting at a time like this raises several questions. And so amicably, too. Nothing like the performance they put up at the dinner table. How long have they been hiding this? Why? The questions bounce around Paula's head as she listens in.
Listens on. Oh, I almost had it. I almost had the whole thing. I don't know about you guys. I am betting on there being a little deer baby. Little deer baby. I guarantee you. That's how all this political stuff happens. Baby. There we go. Oh, I really like the neck rings. I don't know. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. New preference unlocked. Trying to make sure that the vest is nice and it's a very light material. Not mesh, but definitely a very light and airy material. Queen of the Pirates of the Golden Sea. Well, if you hold it for long enough. Here we are. Well, if you're talking about romance-based paranormal creatures, say vampires, werewolves, or demons, I feel like they would make the most interesting partners. Agreed. Definitely cool. Currently, I'm working on a vampire novel and a wolf shifter novel. Sweet. And I have a trilogy planned where angels and demons are using Earth as their battlefield. Ooh. Excellent. Guarantee there's going to be a tough decision by either an angel or a demon. Do I strike them down or do I proclaim my love? What should I do? I think this is just going to be like a leather thong. This is nothing super gaudy, just a very piratey kind of thing to have. Yeah, Black Fox is he's writing a story as well. So apparently the stream just brings out all of the artists. That's awesome. Ooh, we're gonna get a blurb. We're gonna get a blurb. Woo! Awesome. Got a blurb ready. Good. I don't even have a blurb for Trap Finders. I've been writing it for 11 years. Oh, no. What is it? 12? It might be 12 or 13 years. I don't even have a blurb. Good on you. Yes, Adorable. Welcome to the Creative Immersion Therapy. This is targeted at those who really need to have their creative energy kind of doused on them. It's very affordable. The first 20 minutes is only $10,000, and we're accepted by most major insurances. So, welcome to treatment. Oh my God, you guys. You know what this vest needs? It absolutely needs some sequins. Big sequins. Or should they be bells? You're Canadians. Oh, well, you know what? You win this round, Canada. God, I bring in all these Canadians now. It's better than watching the moose rut. Ooh, okay. I gotta read this blurb. Oh, this almost requires. Yes, there we go. Right, I'm gonna drop the music for just a moment. All right. Here we go.
Thrown off balance from the Celestris War, an apocalyptic battle between angels and demons with Earth as their battlefield, Thesia Williams navigates her life now having umbrakinesis, Umbrakinesis, the ability to control darkness. Ah, I was so close. Captured by a group of unruly demons, Thesia has to quickly come to terms with being used as a weapon against the angels in the ongoing war. As the demons teach her how to harness her abilities, Thesia must decide if she's fighting for what is inherently good or evil, what's right or wrong, and most importantly, between loyalty or love.
Ooh. And then there's like a really goony picture of you on the dust jacket. And like you have like your foot up on a barrel or something and you're smoking a pipe. That's how this works, if I recall correctly. God, if I wrote a book, the picture would be just nuts. It would just be absolutely crazy. It'd be like riding a camel. Batman would be in there somewhere. That sounds really cool, Ellie. You've really got this figured out. It sounds like you've been building the world for like 4 years. That's amazing. That's so cool. Oh, man. I kind of want to add bells to this jacket, but it's like, why would she purposely want to go hard mode? We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Her back should have a little bit more volume than that. There we go. Don't want to give her scoliosis here, but she needs to have some mass back here. She's used to captaining a ship after all. She's got some muscle. Exactly. Exactly hard mode. So, you know, that's the... it's so tempting. Because adding bells makes something inherently sexier. But it also makes it incredibly difficult to be stealthy. Crystal thingies. You know what? That's a great idea, Black Fox. Once I figure out what the hell a crystal thingy is, you've got it. Okay, let's get this skirt fastener here. It's a side fastener for easy access. She might have to ditch the skirt at any given point. That's an easy way to get away. Like, what are you doing in here? Flump. Crazy thing is, Thesia is Greek for sacrifice. So it's a little foreshadow to the fact that in the end, she's going to have to sacrifice stuff to save the world. Very cool. Spoilers. Great. Now I don't need to read it. Just kidding. That's awesome. That's so well thought out. I really like that. I absolutely wish you the best in that. That is exciting. Nee. Crystal thingies like from a fancy chandelier. Okay, I'm getting. Okay. All right. Kind of like rough cut gems kind of thing. Okay. All right. Let me cover her butt first, and then we'll see. We'll see if I can add crystal thingies. What'd you do on the... Oh, the music. That's right. Zoop. There we go. Thank you, Black Fox. Who wants to listen to just me? Ooh. There's one kobold you don't want to listen to all day. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I like that. I like how that flows. I know, right? Just, yep, all day long. This probably would have a gem of some kind in it. This fastener. There we go. Give it a little bit of an edge so it's got a little more of a three-dimensional shape. And a little bit. There we go. Could be that this fastener also doubles as a beefy flash bomb. She can escape So not only does she blind people, but the last thing they saw was her without pants. So, I mean, gold trim on the edge of the skirt. I like that. It's a cool idea. Not gonna lie, kind of loving this character. Give her a little bit more of a feline shape here. Well, that skirt's like the best defined part of the whole piece. I gotta get this tail in here. Not a proper girthy kobold tail, but you know, still a tail. Everyone loves a girthy kobold tail. Too bad the ship part of the comic's come and gone. Black Fox, you don't understand the power of the author. We can just add shit whenever we want. The next page of Trapkinders could be in space. You don't know. Look, I don't make the rules. Tiamat picks all of the music, and what she picks goes. So, sorry. This also has to be the most egregious Christmas, way too in advance moment. It is not even May, and Christmas is coming. There we are. Just wanted to make her a little slighter, make her a little more angular. There we go. Well, roughly 1 in every 500 songs is a Christmas song, so buckle up. It's coming. Yeah, I like what you mentioned before, Black Fox. Maybe a single brace. Asymmetry seems to be her thing. So I think a single bracer is probably a good idea. And that eyebrow's just not long enough. Oops. I did the wrong thing, guys. Hey Zip, what did you do today? I got rid of an eyebrow that was actually pretty well sculpted to begin with. That sounds like a bad idea. Shut up. Don't tell me how to live my life. There we go. This line is a little too prominent. Kind of makes her look like she... Yep, well, now she looks like she's a linebacker. A little too prominent on the eye. I'm going to go ahead and make that a little thinner. He said, pretending he knew what he was talking about. There we go. I like Christmas and all, but I can't do year-round Christmas. That's too much Christmas. Oh, man. It's like, you ever seen a little kid that had too much birthday? Like, that's how I'd feel if every day was Christmas. It'd be like, too much Christmas. Give her a little bracer. Actually, let's define that bracer a little bit better. I want it to look more like something that is on top of her arm and not made of her arm. Oh, yes, the little fang. Yeah, I've got to have a little fang in there. That is, and part of me has that as a little tribute to one of my great influences to working on comics and working in art in general, Lena Inverse. 'Cause, like every other scene, she has a little fang. I love it. My little Hiroko puppet here also has a little fang. Open mouth fang, closed mouth fang. Summer break from Christmas. Yeah, I think we all need a little break. There we go. Man, I am really liking this so far. I bet you in 20 minutes I'll hate it. There we go. Okay. Bracer. Zib, zoom the heck in. Work with a magic rectangle here, and, like, I could zoom in at any time. I choose not to. Kind of like Brock from Pokemon, choosing not to use his eyes. Yeah, that's closer. That's what I was looking for. I will say, Toby does make interesting. I guess you could call Birdly a villain to an extent. He's very relatable. I did like this little sequence in the game. Oh, that's a little bit off. I do like the kind of. Oh, is he going for the relief? You bet your bottom, Cotton. He's your bottom. What the hell is a bottom? You bet your bottom dollar, Cotton. He is going for the relief on that bracer. The crazy bastard will kill us all. There we go. It looks cool. Sorry, I talk about my own drawings. I am not usually as taken with drawings as I am with this one. This one is actually a lot of fun to work on. And Black Fox, I can't believe you weren't jumping on me, yelling to add tail rings. How dare you, sir? The butt must be adorned. He had like a stopwatch going like, oh man, if he gets to 15 minutes, I'm going to say something. Zib, you haven't thought about the butt for like 5 minutes. Oh, what's wrong with me? It's all this clown music. This is one jingly cat, I'm going to say. Captain Jingles. There you go. Captain Jiggles. Captain Jiggles Weathersby Garcia III. have to. You know, it's funny being a kobold. I don't draw enough kobolds, and I should probably fix that tonight since I haven't drawn in streams for so long. I think we will do that once we get a little further along with this one. You guys believe we've only been doing this for like an hour and 15 minutes or so? We have this incredible, cool character. You guys are awesome. I'm going to give that ring... So many of her rings are very plain. I'm going to give that ring some texture. Yes, kobolds. Ooh, what if she has... So much of this character is already going off of Crystal from Star Fox, but if she has one, like, little tie there. Is that too much? I wonder. Let's see. Of course she has something to prevent the sound of gold and silver and platinum from making noise. She's a cat. You know, that final little tie? That's going to get in the way of her markings. So I'm going to remove that little tail tie. Here we go. Exactly. She's so slinky. She doesn't make a single sound. She is silent like the night. What are her weaknesses, you think, guys? What is she weak to? If we were going by Hiroko, it'd be romance novels. Ooh, she's a catnip fiend. I see. They don't know if she's prowling around getting state secrets or hitting catnip in some crazy catnip den. I like the little wingies that she has. Those are not easy to pull off, honestly enough. God, are we going to have like 4 more variations on this theme? It's like we have clearly hit the Deltarune and Undertale section of the playlist, but I thought it was on random. That's right. Need to get crystals on there. Crystal thingies, I believe, was the name. Crystal thingies. And you bet that neckline is slightly plunging. Yes, there is such a thing as catnip tea. It's actually very relaxing. I prefer, when I've had it, I prefer chamomile. But yeah, catnip tea actually is very calming from what I've read. I also like, I got some of this. It was, what is it? Was it chai tea? Yeah. Gosh, there's a tea that smells way better than it tastes. She's weak to shiny things. I like it.
Well, we have to do something. They would never accept our union as it is. Union? I know, which is why you will bequeath to me a pearl on the morrow. Here, the pair rustles for a moment before settling. Oh, I bet they rustle. A pearl? What do these engravings mean? Nothing. Nothing but a scapegoat. The old ghouls in the High Court can stew while we justify ourselves. Live our lives in a new alliance bound by blood, forged with hope.
Ooh. These two are going to get Game of Thrones. This is too good of a plan. It's too good of a plan. They're going to get Game of Thrones. Not a great verb, but I using it anyway. She almost looks like a Sphinx cat. The ears would need to be more pointed, and she would have to be completely hairless, but she's almost got that Lord Beerus look to her. It's the blue and the red. It's mixing in purple in my brain. Okay. And we'll get that little inquisitive claw up by the face. I'm sure I can. Let's make her a little bit more graceful. Let's actually draw it right. There we go. Good job, Tim. Oh, the pad of the finger's wrong. For those new to the stream, I apologize if I get a little quiet. Sometimes I get really sucked into drawing, so I apologize for that. No, you should apologize for nothing. You've done nothing wrong. You are creating. You will either be very loud or you will be very quiet. Creativity does many things. Yes, making my concentration checks. I fail them constantly. Actually looking at my own claw to see if I'm getting this right, and it's very close. There we are. Wow. Wow. I really like this character. It's a shame she's going to get 2 people killed. Oh, this is really cool. I need to get those crystal thingies on. But then I think I'm going to call her inked. We can move on to another drawing. And if you'd like to see the colored version, feel free to jump in the Discord, and I'll have it on there. Get them little crystal thingies. Crystal thingies. My next band name. Oh yeah, Gray. I can always trust Gray to just write the story for her. Gray actually wrote all of Trapfinders. I don't do anything. I just sit here and draw. That would be fun, doing like a guest author bit. Sure, that's a thing. Oops. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, we have more.
The serval catches herself as she almost leans into the door, barely balancing herself to retain her silence. And of the felines who breaks? That will come in time. For now, we hold our ground and let things run their course. Time, of course. The one thing her people don't have. Paula scurries off to get ahead on a new plan. The moment Pearl is gone, they will have no way to explain why the pair are bedfellows, and no way to explain their bond, and especially no way to save their child. The feud will flare again. It may be at the cost of peace, but to Paula, her people matter more. Yes. Altruistic to a fault, this Paula.
I have goofed on her arm.
We'll take that out of context. There we go.
That's much better. I was looking at that elbow joint, and I'm just like, that is not the way an elbow joint works. She does need spots and a spine stripe. She will need those things, but that is going to take some time. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this butt. Look at this butt. It's a complex butt, and look at this highway. Just God. Meanwhile, at the top of Cat Mountain, this looks like a mountain that Skeletor would build a fortress on. Look at your little feet. Them there little feet. She does need spots. All right, all right. Tell you what. Since the spots are going to be black, I will do, first and foremost, it's not going to be, there we go. It's going to be a vector layer. Yeah, those spots just go all over, don't they? Yes, as requested, crystal thingies. Oh, you know what? You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? Spine stripe looks fine. 2, 2, 2. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Is this too big? Yes, it's far too big. Okay, drop the brush, airbrush down a little bit. There we go. Bring the density up. Hardness can be about halfway. Stabilization, a little bit lower. Maybe make that a 73. There we go. Yeah, it certainly does. Because it's been all Deltarune all the time. It's actually bothering me. I actually hit shuffle, and the first thing it goes to is a remix of Hopes and Dreams. Well, you know what? Tiamat has spoken. I will not fight her divine five-headed judgment. Tiamat wants Undertale. Look at what? I see a serval. I see a serval pirate captain. I'm elongating her spots a little bit because the legs on an anthropomorphic serval are a bit longer. And it kind of helps to follow along her body line. I don't want polka dots, you know. I want these to be characterful. Each spot tells a story. Maybe that's part of her culture. Each spot is a beloved family member. Gone before. And what I'll do after this, once I'm ready to post it to Discord, I will, I'll give her color underneath this, so the spots will still be completely visible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tiamat super comboed me. Super combo! Card break. And it looks like... I'll have to be careful. It looks like the little pawsies are darker on the soles, so I will have to darken the palms of her paws. What am I... Oh, man. Guys, what am I doing? I have all these earrings. I have all these bracelets. I have no septum piercing, and I have no eyebrow piercing. How? How is this possible? We'll do a ring on one, because she is all about the asymmetry. Throws off her opponents. Very cool. All right. I'm on the wrong layer. That's all right. I'm still on the wrong layer. There we go. Yes. Night in the Woods was completely created by Tiana. Not many people know that. And then this eyebrow, that's... Okay, now let's get a little inspiration from this guy's face. Okay, so he's got the tear markings that extend to the eyebrow, so I like that. We're on the other layer? Yes, we are. Also helps to give the muzzle a little bit of shape, a little bit of volume. Go. Oh, why can't you be my Baldur's Gate character? The ears are black, so we'll definitely get those. Well, the spots are more delicate on the face, so I will just use the pen tool instead of the airbrush tool. Jeez, come on, Zeb. Guys, I'm super happy with this. This has been such an awesome little return for me. Super fun. Add a little more of a freestyle one here. Let's make it more symmetrical. Kind of reminded of Master Tigress's markings. Tabaxi Rogue Diplomat. I'm sure Diplomat is a archetype for rogues somewhere. Oh, something else I can put up on the Discord. I'll have a time lapse of this because I remembered to switch that on. I think I did. I'm gonna go ahead and say I did, and if I didn't, what I'll do is I'll just take the stream and I'll go at like 100 miles an hour, and then no one will be the wiser. Oh, Bard subclass. You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's very Dragon Age of you, Black Fox. There we go. That taily tail needs some stripey doos. And they are not congruous. They're varying sizes. She's a sneaky... Are you saying that she's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize? Are you implying that she might take you for a ride on a slow boat to China? This is the Tabaxi version of Carmen Sandiego. Around the world, from Kiev to Carolina, she's a sticky finger filter from Berlin down to Belize. I like the ethereal tunic music, and I'm desperately trying to remember a rockapella song from the 90s. A swashbuckler? I don't know about that. I don't see a single buckler on this girl. Wow, guys. I am super happy with this. And you should be too. All of your suggestions have been super cool. Oh, man. This is awesome. All right. I'm going to save this one up. I'm going to color it in private so she can be pink and purple. I'll color her later. That usually takes me a little bit of time, especially now that I'm working with palettes. But I'm going to move on to my next one. I'm going to save her up real quick. Saving her real quickly. Saving Serval Girl. Saving Serval Girl. It's like Saving Silverman, but a Serval Girl. La 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 la. Awesome. What else do we have? Ooh, a little more action. I don't think Gray was here when I was showing these off. This is the other pose I'm looking at. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, if she was going to stab me, all right, I'll take it. I love this pose because it is very... There's so much energy going in so many different directions. Biologically, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. But just movement-wise, it's so cool. So, we're going to give it a shot. I might actually do a little bit of a sketch on top to grab. Ooh, an armadillo. I like that idea, especially because I was thinking of Gunts from Shining Force, who is an armadillo. I'm going to grab this pose by just sketching on top of it, so... Friendly reminder that nobody owns poses. Weirdly enough, I've seen some discourse about that lately. About people like stealing poses, and it's just like that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Let's see. This one may be the challenging one. Let's see. What about my other one? Yeah, this is one I wanted to try for Hiroko. Yeah, all right. You may notice there's a bit of a theme here with the Dungeons & Dragons arcade game, Shadows over Mystara and Tower of Doom, because those are awesome games. Let's see. I want to use this one, the Ryogi type. I do love the elf. The elf is probably my favorite character, but I'm going to use this pose here. I mean, you can see the disparity between the two characters. First and foremost, while kobolds are still Tiamat's chosen, nobody can rock the no pants look like elves. And just no pants. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. And then pants for days. So much pants. Ridiculous pants. Why? Why would you do this to yourself? So elf for now. I always named her Leafa because I thought I was clever. Leafa, I'm going to go ahead and crop you out for this one. It's not letting me do it because she's just so powerful. Oh, Black Fox. That other pose might have been a little more ambitious than I'm able to do. So, at least for today. But I do like this one. I do like this roguey type. I don't like playing the rogue in the Shadow over Mystara, amazingly enough. Don't really like her moveset. Different angle. But let's block out the rest of the body. Oh, Black Fox. Short shorts. No, thank you. Elves in shorts. Pfft. That's not how this works. One knee out. And one knee forward. See that arm follows the line of the body, comes out here. Interesting. There we go. Okay. Basic pose, somewhat down. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. All right. We'll be here, Ellie. And if we're not, you're going to have to find us. Do. Yeah, Oh, you might be out of here, Adorable? Well, if you are, then it's been a pleasure, and we hope to see you on the next stream. And if you're not, and I'm just misreading that, then whatever. I am doing a kobold, actually. A lady kobold. Her mission will be to find us all. I'm going to have this as a kobold sorceress. Amazingly not Hono's wife. You know, I've drawn her before, actually. For New Year's, many, many years ago. Go, girthy kobold tail, because that is sexy. Yeah, you seem to really run with it. That was awesome, Gray. Shorten her leg here a little bit. It's always nice to see people just run with something. Unless it's your wallet. Then it's not really as fun. But, you know, hey, they might be having a good time. I am going to change the angle on that leg a little bit. Doodly-doo. I do make a lot of noises for the software because the software refuses to make beeps and boops when I want it to. So, yeah, be prepared for more of that. Doodly-doo. Doodly-dee. Hey, you're supposed to draw when I want you to. I should probably have the right thing on. There we go. That should probably go on my headstone. I should probably have the right thing on, Fabian said. And the kobold, most likely to be Hamsar at some point, goes to Fabian Zub. Kobold lady, casting spells, killing adventurers, earning Tiamat's love. If not love, then begrudging admiration. Maybe not Kobold sticker, but definitely an idea for a future stream. I know I had mentioned I wanted to do more of that. And I don't have a sorcerer yet. I've got the barbarian, the rogue, and the wizard. But you know what? If this one turns out really good, maybe it'll be a sticker. It would not be a sticker. I need to have the Ron Howard narration from Arrested Development. His hand is a little far, even with the perspective being what it is. The hand is a little far up there. Did I do the thing? Okay, I thought I did the thing. I didn't. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, chat. We got ourselves a dignified kobold sorceress. I need horn designs. What kind of horns does she have? God, this is every kobold's dream.
Well, she's got really huge horns. You could say she has a huge rack.
There, I got that out of the way. There we go. Little footy. Ram horns. I'm seeing 2 for antlers. Ooh. Oh, maybe she is a little bit of a druid. Actually, what would be funny is if she had just regular horns and then she had like sticks and leaves on her head. Hey, welcome back, Ellie. We were not hijacked by pirates, so you are welcome back. We are drawing a dignified and incredibly powerful kobold sorceress. She's clearly casting some kind of awesome weaponry magic spell. She has a girthy tail, because every kobold needs a girthy tail. None of these whippy little tails for me. Spiral ram horns. Man, oh man.
There you go, there's the huge rack.
Let's see. Maybe not as pronounced as that, but maybe. Let's see how that works out. Let's get rid of these cute little horns. Nobody wants these little petite horns. Everyone wants the big horns. Oh. Farewell, tiny horns. It's all right. They're going to a better place. Oblivion. Princess Leia horns.
I'm on a diplomatic mission from Alderaan.
Well, what about some more dissonant horns? Like horns that are in a couple different directions. Moose antlers. But let's define her a little bit better here. Oh, have a good night, Gray. Thanks so much for being on our return to streaming. Have a good night. See, we'll hopefully catch you next time. Okay. Oh, why does it always have to be such a fight to get the horn design? Yeah, Gray was right. That was a fun little writing exercise, wasn't it? Here we go. I'm really liking how this one's turning out. This is cool. Y'all are good luck. I think y'all are just good luck. That and it's a kobold, so of course, you know, I'm gonna know how to draw me. Not me. This isn't. I'm not an incredible female sorceress, but you know, kobold can dream. Yeah, this one is Allie, this one's a kobold. I am a huge fan of kobolds being one, so that is where this one's coming from. And actually, I'm going to move this arm back. This arm. Stick that back in her head. And I'm going to shrink it down a tad. Perspective and all that. I could be. I could actually. Oh man, I want to polymorph real quick. Polymorph real quick into Pwapam, my regular form. Hello. It was a trick. You were kobold the whole time. Here I am gaming. Yay. Yes. Fabian's a famous kobold comic artist. I'm none of those things. There we go. Give her little fangs. Yes. A kobold. Well, I mean, look at me. I mean, little lizard guy. Kobolds are a classic monster, if you will, in Dungeons and Dragons. They are based off, I believe they're based off a Nordic legend, but they are more commonly nowadays, they are little lizardine people who are very diminutive, about 2 to 3 feet tall, and they worship dragons. They are often the toadies for dragons. They work in their mines. They organize their horde. They are the backbone of any dragon operation. They're all so cute as a butt. You thought my name was Reed. That's a tactic. I was actually trying something I saw Rick Griffin do once. His name on Twitter for like years was Reed House Pets, and I was like, try that and see if that helps. Does not help, but oh man, that's funny. That's funny. I like that. I like this Cobalt. This is coming out real nice. She doesn't look too stickish. She looks like she could really mess something up. Yes, dragons. The ultimate romantic partner, dragons. All right, I'm going to be a little divisive here because my kobolds have ears. Or my people, they have ears. Some people don't like kobolds with ears. Woo, dragons. I still think y'all are good luck because I am loving drawing right now. And maybe it's just because it's been a while. Maybe it's just because I'm out of practice. But I am 100% having a blast. And I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you so much. This is... I needed this after today. I really did. I had a very, very busy day. And this is turning out to be just one of the best ways for me to just relax and have fun. So, yeah. There's my PSA. Welcome to my TED Talk. All right. I have danced around it long enough. What will I do for her horns? Ooh. There's an idea. Why not? Since her ears are kind of going in that direction, why don't I try? Why don't I try doing the thing I'm supposed to do? There you go, Zeb. Kind of a devil horn. I kind of like it. Kind of like. I'm glad to be back. Thanks, Black Fox. It's nice to be happy that people are back. Okay, let's see. I can get her horns on here.
Yeah, big horns.
Unicorn horn. Not gonna lie, I don't hate it. She looks ferocious. That's pretty gnarly, I'm not gonna lie. Twisty unicorn horn, let's see that. Please make it as difficult as possible. Little corkscrew. Ooh. Or what about I see these horns on the tieflings all the time in Baldur's Gate. They're kind of cool. Just horn in the middle. Ooh. What do you guys think about this triad here? What do you think? I kind of like it. Maybe it seems a little too generic. Ooh. I have wanted to draw dinosaur people forever. I mean, kobolds are pretty close. But I absolutely that's another stream. That's coming up on another stream, I swear. I want to draw more dinosaurs. My lunchbox that I bring to work has dinosaurs on it. Oh, almost forgot. You gotta have eyelashes on her or no one knows she's female. Oh, God. Awesome. This might actually be a frickin' sticker. God dang it. And Gray's already gone. Man, awesome. Okay. So, just for... There we go. Yeah, I'll just give her like a little spell effect. Nothing too crazy. See, in the comic they do. Let's see, give her a little chest. Kobolds in Rill are a little different than kobolds in D&D, so I'll do whatever I want. Always change it later. That's the nice thing about art. You can change it what you want to do. Change what you want to do. What you want to do sounds like a great kobold thinker.
We go to the Kobold Planner. What you wanna do?
And you know what? Why don't we give her just one big hoop earring? Just to be sassy. Of course, I'm still roughing out her body, and I'm like, let's draw some accessories. That's a great idea. All kobolds have scaled tummies. Yes. Yes, Allie, take time out of your writing to write something for me. Absolutely not. There we go. Okay, cool. This one is a little off. Oh, there we go. Let's fix that horn. We're just gonna fix your horn, sweetheart. It looks like it just got hit with a lawnmower. It's not really looking that great. Can't expect a sorceress to have non-symmetrical horns. It'd be very rude in polite kobold society to have unruly horns if you're a female. The females in Rill, female kobolds actually rule the roost. They are they're the biggest, strongest, and they what they say goes. There we go. Ah, yes, much better. Look at that proud hornage. The earring should just be a ridiculous large glowing gem. She might have a spell focus that's a gem in one claw. We'll see how that works. Black Fox, we will see. First, I've got to get this foot. I got to get this foot figured out. Okay. There we are. Man, I'm really loving this. I forgot my back pain. Would a kobold carve a hole in their horns to add a gem to them? My goodness, sir. That is disgusting mutilation. Ugh. Only the kinkiest kobolds are into that. There we go. Well, I guess I'll just do the exact same thing we did last time, and I will make another layer, and we will get some kind of clothing on her. Let's see. Now, she is a sorceress. So I'm going to say, again, asymmetry is probably going to be her thing. Sorcerers are always kind of the weird ones in the group. Oversized sweater. She's not Velma. I didn't I did not spend all this time sketching the Cobalt version of Velma. She will have... Ooh, I'm going to take a cue from the good old 90s Dungeons & Dragons, and there's going to be some belts and buckles all up in this piece. And we'll do another split seam, because why not? It's my birthday. It's not actually my birthday. I really do have to preface that, because some people are just like, oh my god, it's your birthday? And then they get really like excited, and then I feel bad. It makes me think I should probably stop using it as a joke. But, you know, it's my birthday. I'll tell whatever joke I want. Now you just don't know. Sweatpants and a comfy book. What kind of sorcerers are you guys hanging out with? All right, hang on. We're going to save this one. Let's just go ahead. Let's do the sweater. It's a nice, comfy, big old boofer sweater. You know that this has probably got Garfield on it, or like a Christmas scene. Yeah. This is what you've wrought. For John. Big old poofy sweater. And of course, gotta get them sweatpants. It is laundry day, and she is not having any of it. There we go. All right. I hate Mondays. All right. And then, of course, we need a good book. There we go. And a big old mug of coffee or tea. Say the kobolds basically work for the dragons. What if she's a thief and slinks about in the night looking for gold and jewels to add to the hoard? Also see her in a bar late at night playing poker for gems and drinking a beer. I like this. I like both of these, actually. I think one follows the other. Honestly, I think she goes slinking around for treasure, and then at the end of the night, she tries to win it all at the poker table. Maybe she even puts her winnings, her slinking winnings, up for grabs on the poker table. Maybe she's addicted to that rush of gambling. I already have a character who's a drunk. I don't need a gambling addict too. There we go. Comfy sweatpants. You people. The thief. I like thief. And you know what? I'm going to reverse course on this split seam dress. We just did a split seam dress, and it worked so much better for the other character. So instead, like the thief idea, I still like the asymmetry as well. So we'll give her a cool armband here. One of the substances in my comic is called Wonderweave. It is basically a replacement for chainmail. It's much denser, very light, very strong. No one really knows how it's made, but it is a fine product. that all people like. And perhaps she has a sneaking suit, a thief's sneaking suit, made out of Wonderweave. Very close fitting, silent, doesn't make any noises like corduroy does. Ah, long pant leg on one and short on the other. Well played, Black Box. Following my symmetry. Asymmetry, I should say. There we go. And the other one will be short. So cut that there. Neat, 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 neat. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. She's so cool. All right. Now, I've got to figure out some more little accoutrements. Corduroy mail. Well, we've got ring mail. It's fairly strong. Of course, there's the chain mail that you might be familiar with. There's a little bit of studded leather over here. And this over here, corduroy mail. Won't keep you safe, but it will give you heat stroke. I don't know why there's an Amish guy selling armor, but there you go. Does this girl need a cloak? Does she need a cloak? Kind of not the outfit for a cloak, but it would provide some more movement. What cannot be improved by a cloak? And that tail does not get covered up by a cloak, thank you. No, thank you. Do not cover up a gorgeous, girthy kobold tail with your lousy old cloak, Zib. Now we got the hood back here as well. Ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, absolutely, it's too magnificent. Thank you. Of course you would understand this. Adorable. I kind of like the cloak. I'm kind of a cloak kobold anyway, but I kind of like how this is looking. The implied movement is nice. She doesn't look like she's standing in one spot and, like, casting a spell. She's, she just slipped into a low pose to cast, like, Big B's nut-punching hand. Something like that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, man. There's not really enough of her neck showing to do a scarf, Black Fox, at least from my perspective. Because I do want her neck to be present, because one of the problems with this pose is that her head kind of looks tacked on without her neck here. Good call, though. A scarf would be a good accessory to use on another one. And of course, we're getting a tail ring on there. She's not a married kobold, but she doesn't want the other kobolds to know that. Keeps them away at the bar. You don't need some frickin' male wandering up like,
Ugh, I thought you were really pretty from across the bar.
because then you have to punch him, and, he needs to learn his place. She has a pierced tail tip. How hot is that? Tail bags. You know what? I kind of like the idea of tail bags, especially for a kobold rogue. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to steal that. Stealing it super hard. It's stolen kobold style, so it's scorched earth policy. There we go. Okay, there's the base for it. And then they'll have a little bit of a hang off of the tail. Just don't want it to interrupt the flow of the hand at all. But I think we've got it. It's implied borrowing. That is a good question, Allie. What color will she be? I am a huge fan of rainbow kobolds. Kobolds of all colors. Folks like Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast seem to like kobolds in a dull red-brown color. Not so. We are multifaceted creatures, much as the dragons we worship. So, what color should she be is a great question. Let's see. In the kobold stickers I have right now, I have a blue one, a green one, and a red one. So, maybe a fiery orange. You know, like one of those things like one of my favorite tropes about like barbarians is wearing yellow because they are they're super bright. Emerald green. Ooh. Super bright and like noticeable. Like you can't hide from me, or I can't hide from you. I'm right here. Emerald green is a nice color, especially with the like the sneaking suit. Like if it's going with like leathers, then the green would work really well with that. But getting ahead of ourselves. I'm getting ahead of let's get some lines on. Let's see. Cool. We got some time. I usually stream for about 3 hours or so because unfortunately I have crap to do. But still got about 45 minutes so we can get some good lineage down here. Like I said, you guys are good luck. Normally I have such a huge problem trying to come up with stuff to draw for these streams. When it's not comic. Got to get the forked tongue in there. Yeah. She's not afraid of you big clunking adventurers. She's going to take you to town. And presumably dump you over the reservoir in town. Adorbald, I seem to have hit a nerve with the orange. Is that a bad idea? Well, there could be a variant. That's the nice thing about working with Clip Studio is that I feel like I have a lot more freedom to kind of play around with colors and stuff. So we will definitely give that a shot. I just like doing stuff that people wouldn't normally try. Orange Kobold. Well, why would you have an orange Kobold? Because one of them's got to be orange flavored, you know? I can always change the color of the horns. I like blacking them out, though, because then at least I know where they are in relation to the rest of the body. There we go. Yes. Yeah, honestly, I really haven't seen an orange kobold myself either, so... Orange creamsicle. Yes! They're the finest tasting kobolds. That sounds wrong. What's your favorite flavor of kobold on a hot summer day? Oh man, I'm a big fan of orange. Oh man, no, I gotta get me some lime green. They don't even have like flavor names; it's just colors. I mean, yeah, well, you're not wrong. And I mean, to be fair, to be eaten by a dragon, I mean, that's got to be some kind of an honor, right? I mean, you're sustaining their everlasting life. Because as we all know, dragons are all immortal and they can do whatever they want. So say with Tiamat. Next time there's a census that comes around and they're just like, oh, what religion is this household? And it should be like Seventh Day Tiamatist. I'm like, I'm not familiar with that. I'd be like, convert incoming. Need a little more curve on the inner part of this horn because it is not curvy enough. That's a bit better. Just a bit better. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, she's a pretty lady. She's gonna get you. If you go on Blue Sky, most dragons are just like, oh, kobolds are adorable. I want to eat them all. And we're all just like, we're alive. Please don't do that. We are the forbidden fruit snacks. It wasn't Jason Todd. I can't remember. One year, many years ago, many moons have passed since then. But one year I went to Gen Con, and one of the main artists behind the art in 3rd edition Dungeons & Dragons was there. And he was a cool dude. He was a real cool dude. I really liked his stuff. And I think I made a joke at one point because I was just like, God, there's so many buckles. And he's just like, yeah, man, I got a note that said add buckles, and I just added buckles. Don't know if we'll need those for that. We might add those in later. Might add them in post. Got a hand here that needs some definition. Please stop trying to eat us. We're not into that. The forbidden gushers. And so I put lots of buckles on my art, which was the style at the time. Oh, man. I don't know why the name Jason Todd came up. I think that's one of the... Wasn't that one of the Robins? I don't follow Batman, so... God, I don't know where the name came from, but... Great. I'm glad that I'm super good at remembering obscure Robins. Oh, Jason was the one that got murdered, wasn't he? Oh, okay. If he became Red Hood, then he wasn't murdered. Thank you, Black Fox. That answers my question. So wait, he's murdered and he becomes the Red Hood? I guess this is DC. They kind of throw characters' lives away like they're made of paper. Ironically, they are because they're comic book characters. Well done, Zib. Well done. Full circle. Bringing it full circle with Fabian Zib. I remember that being like at the time. I remember that being like a really big deal. Like wow, the Joker's really, really brutal, and it's just like the dude kills people all the time. Come on. Give her some kind of leather armor up here. Yeah, I kind of wish the fight with Asgore had this song. It's pretty sweet. Well, the Asgore song is pretty cool. The Broken King. Really is. There we go. Do, 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 do. It's one of the things that I'm trying to fix about the way I draw and ink and everything. I always am too far zoomed out. And while it's really good for getting a idea of where things are going, it also makes me completely mess up on little details. So if ever you hear me saying, why don't you zoom in, Zib? Take a drink. You will die of alcohol poisoning within the first few minutes of the stream. She's coming along pretty nice. What do you think a character like this would be named? There's another writing example for you. Kind of giving her like a knee pad kind of built into the... Yeah, a little bit of battle damage in there. Do, 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 do. How you doing, Elliot? Your nap wearing off? Serafina. Ooh. What makes you, and this is just my curiosity, what gives you the feeling that she might be seraphimish, for lack of a better term? Is there an angelic quality to her, or a type of maybe it's even like an irony thing, because she looks more like a demon? No real reason, just a thought experiment. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm super excited about this one. This is awesome. Oh man, this is absolutely not what I thought I was gonna be drawing today, and I am super happy about it. Irony. Okay. Question a lot about the goodness of angels and wickedness of demons. Like, if demons are really horrible, why do they punish people for sins? And why, if angels are so good, do they condemn people for sinning when forgiveness is an angelic thing to do? No, absolutely. That's a very good question. And it's a great basis for like an angel and demon kind of story. Who's good and who's evil is really a matter of perspective, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's interesting. And Seraphina sounds like a very like a powerful name, like a one that would be whispered, you know, like, oh,
Don't let Seraphina find out that you're really like her hordes. She'll punch you right in the face and you'll wake up dead. That only happened once, and you can't prove that the guy died. I can totally prove it because it was my brother.
I don't know why that conversation kept going, but it did. And now you have to live with it. No, I do like I like games and other media that pose that question. What is truly good and evil? Like, who is? I mean, it's the classic King Kong, the classic King Kong thing. It's just like, man is the real monster, you know. But it is interesting to pose that question, isn't it? To have a being that is supposedly all-encompassingly evil, and yet they save a small child from drowning, you know, or a being that is supposedly a paragon of good that allows a horrible event to happen because it was destined. It was supposed to happen that way. Interesting. Just very interesting stuff. Very, very good writing kind of experiments to get different perspectives like that. He says, as if he knows what he's talking about. I did not forget the tail piercing. I did not forget the tail piercing. That was one of the things I loved about there was a Dungeons & Dragons book for 3rd edition way back in the day called Races of the Dragon. And it introduced the entire concept of Dragonborn. But there were other races there, including kobolds, and it's just like, of course, you got to have the headliners. But what was interesting was that they detailed all these different racial things about kobolds and like their life cycle and their ecology and everything like that. All of it was very, very wrong, but that's okay. You know, not everyone lives with kobolds and understands them. But I thought it was interesting that they had a whole section on kobold tail weapons. And it just struck me as one of those things where it's like, God, this is such a great idea. It's a terrible idea, but it was a great idea. And I love that idea that the tail is more in kobold society than just a balance tool. It's a means of expression. It's a means of defense. Tail can mean a lot of things, and I would think losing a tail would be a very traumatic and like horrible situation. I could see a kobold tribe, their beloved leader, defends their warren from some horrible gnome invasion, and and loses her tail in the process, and they all band together to raise enough gold to buy a scroll of regeneration so she can have her tail back. And of course, then she yells at them because they're not working, and they're like, "Oh, geez." Yeah, I loved the tail weapons. I thought they were cool, and I love the fact that they're like, you know, in today's parlance, it'd be like, yeah, every time you attack, it's a disadvantage. You know, it's like, oh, well, that's okay, because culturally, my character is awesome. You don't see Tabaxi with tail weapons. That's what I thought. And, Adorbald, I absolutely am loving these bags now. The tail bags have grown on me very heavily. I'm a big fan of them now. They're subtle enough that they kind of slide into the background, but they are not so subtle as to completely be gone. Super happy with them. Thank you for suggesting those. I mean, aside from some minor gripes with this one, I'm really happy with it. I mean, it helps that you guys are helping me. Like that really makes it a fun experience for me, and I hope it makes it a fun one for you too. Because I mean, collaborative art is always fun, but yeah, no, this is such a fun. I know we joke about writing exercises, but this really does kind of bring so much creativity around for me. Like you said, it's very important to kind of be immersed in creativity. It's one of the reasons I do like conventions. Conventions have such a cool vibe to them. They have such an energy, and like, not to get like new agey, but they really do get me in such a creative mood. It's just because there's so many people there that have the same interests that you do, and there's just a general enthusiasm that makes things so interesting. There we go. Struggling a little bit with this cape, but that's okay. Yeah, it absolutely is. It's absolutely a brainstorming session and a just like a pep rally. Cons are so good for that. People talk about post-con depression, and it's actually one of the ways that I get through post-con depression is to utilize the energy and everything that I learned, or that I absorbed while I was at the convention, and try to use that in what I'm doing. Spell effect is going to be on a different layer, and I think it's actually going to just block out the cloak, and that's fine. Hey, we found something in Chrono Trigger. Oh man, Chrono Trigger. What a great game. People who've been on this stream before know I talk too much about Chrono Trigger. I have actually tried to stop talking about it. I like it so much. Can't believe I forgot her little footy. Get that footy. Get it in there. I'll have to figure out the spell effects later, but oh, this is awesome. little bit more detail in there. How's everybody doing out there? You guys hanging in there? You joining Nap Club? I'm starting to join Nap Club. Wide awake, says Allie. Good, good, good. Hopefully you've got some little writing juice getting charged up. Oh, Doorbald, yes. Yes. I can't even count how many times I've done that in my own comic. I've just absolutely been like, oh, this is gonna be such a cool background, or this detail is gonna be really cool. People are gonna like that, and then I place it, and I'm like, oh, good, great, grand. Either I flip the whole scene or just ignore it. And since flipping the scene would take more work, we're just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna just cry a little bit. It's like that was a famous quote from League of Their Own. Like, there's no crying in baseball. It's like there is so much crying in art. I think it's I actually think it's the currency of art is crying, or sweat, or both. Man, oh man. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Just detail some of her horns a little bit. I'm super happy with. Thanks, Allie. It might add the horn detail when I color her. That would probably make more sense.
Oh man.
I'm just so happy with this. Usually not so entertained by my own work, so I'm actually gonna. I haven't saved in like a coon's age here, so I'm gonna save real quick and get that in there because I know exactly my biggest problem is that I don't save often enough. There we go. Much better. Very cool. Oh, here we are. In the middle of it all. Get some little extra details in there. You joke, but that has happened to me before. Working on some really extravagant page or something, and I'll get a flicker, and This is exactly why I moved onto the iPad, because I was terrified of losing work. I used to work on a monitor, tablet monitor. I really wish it still worked, because, gosh, it was good. But yeah, the iPad has definitely been a good alternative. I'll say that. I will try to stream over the weekend. I'm still working on a good schedule. I'm getting there. But yeah, I should hopefully get a chance to do some this weekend, and kind of get back into the groove, because this is very encouraging. This is all extremely encouraging. All right. Whew, okay. And awesome. All right. So, I am actually let's take a look. So we got Seraphina here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do real quick, because I think this is not correct. Okay, yeah, something about her head was bothering me, and that was it. Was the horn was not being slightly obscured by the hair. Oh well, you know, I tried Black Fox. I'm sorry, it's been so long. I know you really enjoy the stream, so I will do my best to try to get moving a little bit more on these. Let's take a look at what else we did. There we go. There's our serval with the crystal thingies, might I add. Wow, yeah. I kind of find it hard to believe I drew this. Here's the dwarf that we didn't start, because that is a ridiculous pose. Yeah. Wowie zowie. I'm super happy with these. Oh, man. Unlike Allie, I am not wide awake. I'm starting to fade a little bit. So I believe I'm going to save up, and I'm going to head out for the evening. Y'all have been super fun tonight, and I really hope you're in my next stream. I had so much fun with you tonight. You have great suggestions, just lots of energy. Just thank you for being here. This has been a really fun night for me after a long day. So I am going to attempt to do something this weekend. If you follow me, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the schedule up on Twitch, so you can take a look at that. Feel free to join the Discord. It's a great way to kind of keep in touch and know what's going on. But yeah, I've had so much fun, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I should still be on Discord, so if you have any questions or anything that you want to talk about, let me know. I'm usually on there, and if I don't respond right away, I'm probably asleep in my sock drawer. Yeah, in any case, thank you guys so much for being here. And yeah, thanks for making my night. This was really cool. So, wait. Please see on Discord. Oh, yeah, Black Fox, if you want to send the link to the Discord, that's fine. Otherwise, I think folks can pick it up. But, Adorable, good to see you. Allie, great to see you. Gray, was nice to have you here. Black Fox, great to have you here as well. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I will catch you next time. See you later.